our way too early 2024 NBA draft film breakdowns are underway. We have right off the bat number one pick contender, quote unquote, Ronald Holland. And let me tell you, in my book, I don't see number one overall pick potential. I don't really see a top 10 prospect in my mind early in his G League stint. And I'm not trying to be overly critical of Ronald Holland in terms of him as a person, because I don't know him as a person. And that stuff goes a long way as well in the evaluations. But, woo, his stats are brutal. The film is brutal. For being a number one pick, I know he didn't put that label on himself, but for the pundits and the analysts that are saying he's going to be a number one pick, I just don't see it. I mean, he's got athletic traits. I mean, he's a guard slash forward. He's 6'8", 200 pounds. So for a guy that can move on the perimeter, you would say, yeah, that has potential to be a number one draft pick. But when you watch him move, it's not very pretty. I mean, he can move. He's got a handle, right? He can left or right handle, but he doesn't have any burst or acceleration that's like, wow, this guy's going to be a number one pick. If we take a look here at who's guarding him right now, number 10 is never going to be in the NBA. He's not going to be an NBA player. And he's struggling to get around number 10 on a left to right crossover and get to the basket. In fact, he just got bumped a little bit. Not strong enough. The ball pops out, but he does stick with it, and he's got a nice soft touch. Probably the best part about his game is that around the rim and in the mid-range, he's got a nice soft touch off the glass. That's one of the positives. But the negatives so far, he is not a twitchy athlete by any stretch of the imagination. And his footwork needs refinement. His ability to get to the cup is going to need refinement. I just don't see number one overall draft pick potential with his ability right now. I just don't see it. All right, so again, in the NBA G League, I mean, you're going to get an AAU style of game. You don't see clamped lockdown defense in the G League. And so, I mean, this as a highlight, I mean, he didn't get very high. Like, his elevation wasn't great there. Like, I mean, his elevation's very poor. This up and under, he's 6'8". Like, I want you to understand something. He's 6'8". If he's going to be elevating, his head isn't even anywhere near the net on his vert there. I mean, there's a lot to be left to be desired with Ronald Holland. Maybe he's going to have some insane work ethic to where he's able to make himself into number one pick material by the end of this process, but I don't see it right now. I just don't. I've watched a lot of prospects in my time, and the traits just aren't there. All right, so here's Ronald Holland on the break. He is this guy right here. Now he's going to have a direct rim run because this defender right here doesn't give him really any resistance. His long stride going off of 1 foot, that might be his best athletic ability, going off 1 foot. But even then, the ball wasn't very high above the rim. I mean, it's impressive. But again, we're talking about number one overall picks. But the athletic traits that you're looking for and the skill for a number one pick, that's what you're looking for. Even in this last draft, the Soar Thompson, I mean, way more athletic, way more skilled than Ronald Holland. Here's a little jab step, but again, what I want you to notice, He's not quick. This defender was able to slide and stay with him easily. He's not quick. He's not going to beat anybody off the dribble. I mean, the guy kind of gets his feet tangled with his teammates, falls down. The ideal pass when a double team came should have been out here to the top of the key. I mean, he's got tunnel vision right now. He's just going to the hoop. Surrounded by 3 guys. That's not going to fly at the next level. Not going to fly. But again, he had a nice soft touch on that mid-range. That's his strength. These decisions got to be quicker. All right. Again, he's been given the baseline because that's where all the help is. We've got this guy in the paint, this guy in the paint, this guy in the paint. Again, these moves. I mean, that crossover, this guy's able to stay right with him and go chest to chest. It's just, none of it's quick and twitchy enough. But he can get to a spot. He has a nice jump hook. Again, I will give him that all day. That's where his positives are. He's got a very nice soft touch. Guys, I mean, it shows up over and over again if you really pay attention. He's not quick enough. He's got a lane here. This guy is going to cut him off, chest to chest him again. He's just not quick enough. He's not quick enough. Nice little cross over there. Another nice cross. And again, the athleticism. The guy played great defense, was chest to chest, straight up. He barely got the ball over this guy's outstretched arms. This is not how you make a living in the NBA. He's not going to be able to do that at the next level. I'm telling you. It's just not going to happen. Ooh, that pass was actually really low. Again, this is a poor effort by number 11. This pass is not getting through in the NBA. It's not happening. It's way too low. Yeah. This pass needs to be up here. Instead, it's already on its way down. This guy, if he gives effort, tips that ball away or steals it. Yeah, my man caught the ball down here. This is where my man caught the ball. Down here. Number 11's hands are still down by his side. That tells you the level of effort and defense in the NBA G League at times. Again, this is bad defense because he gave him a runway to the basket, but he's still not fast enough to beat him clean. He just doesn't have the burst. And he got blocked there. I'm telling you, he lacks explosion. He's not explosive at all. He's got nice form. He does have nice form on his jumper. That's a nice J. Really nice form on that jumper. All right, that is it for Ronald Holland. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is he number 1 or top 10 potential in the NBA draft in 2024? Take care. See you next time.